Welcome back, everyone. I am tired. It's 9 a.m. Anyway, let's jump into this. It's Saturday. Sorry, my mic was up. It's Saturday. As uncommon it is for me to go out on a non-school day, I already know what to wear. I put on my second favorite tan sweater. It keeps my arms from view while also hiding my figure nicely. I still feel nervous about my lunch meeting with Natsuki. Normally I'd be spending time the weekend at home. I fucking hate trucks, I'll be honest. Reading books. Shit. I intended to bring a book with me, but it doesn't make me feel much better. I glanced at my knife collection. I know I'd be more secure if I had one of them with me. I'm determined to get over my dependence on them. I managed to do it yesterday, and as nerve-wracking as this encounter with Natsuki is, I'm sure I can do it again. I suppressed the urge to apologize to my knives again as I pick up my bag and head out. A mall. I forgot we were going to a mall. As I arrive at the mall, my nervousness turns to a kind of excitement. Here I am, on an adventure, setting out onto the world. At the back of my mind, I know it's something that normal people do every day, but for now, I try to hold on to the enjoyment of the company of doing something I used to think as impossible. Having a social life. Same. God fucking damn it. Long before long, I find Natsuki where we get to meet. Hey Yuri. Oh, that's the wrong voice. Damn it. There you go, I got it right. This is my first time seeing Natsuki out of uniform. You know where I think describe her outfit is cute. I'm sure she would cause me great armor if I said that out loud. Same. But I'm feeling nervous all over again. Let me do my fucking thank you. Is it my imagination does she seem nervous too? I wonder where that would be. It's nice to see you, Natsuki. Yeah, you too. I gotta ask, what's your turtleneck? Isn't it a little warm for that? I happen to be prone to feeling cold. That much is true, especially in the last few days. This is what's comfortable for me. Well, see yourself. Personally, when I get home from school, I can't wait to get out of that uniform into something with short sleeves. Well, it's true that a uniform can be uncomfortable at times. Didn't comment on her outfit. Change the subject. I noticed she didn't have her bag with her. Where's your lunch? Huh? I wasn't gonna order before you got here. Order? Yes. From the restaurant? I maybe pick which one you'd want to get from here. Oh, of course. I feel foolish. I think I have made a social blunder. Same. I brought my own lunch. I sheepishly gestured towards my bag. Oh. It's more cost efficient that way. Eating at restaurants may be very expensive. Well, thanks for a tip, Yuri, but it'd be pretty weird bringing your lunch into a restaurant. She used that word again. I'm screwed up. I'm screwed myself already. Sorry, I didn't mean to be weird. I just thought, no, it's okay. We'll just I'll get takeout order. I'll get a takeout order, and we'll just find some place to sit. Are you sure that's okay? It's fine, Yuri. You'll just relax. I followed her to the food court and she picked out a fast food restaurant for herself. I feel awkward waiting for her to order and get her food. It feels like times when I was a small child, when I would be following my parents around the mall or on shopping trips. Except this time, the person I'm following is younger and shorter than me. Once Natsuki has her meal, we find a bench out of the mall to sit on and we start eating. We sit in silence for a few minutes and then... So, do you feel ready for the festival? Ready enough, I suppose. I don't know if I can ever claim to be fully ready to perform. But other than that, everything is co-receptive. You know, I want to be nice, but seriously, do you swallow a dictionary or something? Pardon me. What's with the fancy language? I mean that everything is organized. It's all in order. Damn it. Why can't you just say that? Because that's what the word means. I know I started an argument again. That argument again. I make sure that enough as it is. Yuri, there's no one else here. It's just me. You don't have to show off. I'm not showing off. It's just a nice word, that's all. Well, it feels like you're showing off. It feels like you're... It feels like you're looking down on me. There's silence. While she glares at me. I take this time to calm myself. I don't want to get too agitated when I speak again. I'm sorry. I didn't mean... I didn't mean any disrespect. Are you sure you're not trying to say... You're not just trying to say that? Well, yes. I'm not sure what else I could do to convince you. Why do you keep using words like that anyway? I can't myself to answer. I don't know if it's safe to talk about with her. I want to go home, but I don't know how to do it gracefully. At the moment, Natsuki's expression softens a little. Look, maybe I'm overreacting. I'm sorry for losing my temper. I promise that this time, whatever it is, I won't get mad. I just don't want you to think it's weird. I didn't mean to make you feel insecure. I mean, I know I hate when people call me insecure. And well, you said you wanted to be friends, right? So maybe we should take this time and get to know each other better. And whatever you had to say, I won't judge you for it. I mean it. I weigh my options. It feels like there's a little more or less equal chance of her getting angry whether I tell her or not. I hope I don't regret this. Well, to answer your question, no, I didn't swallow a dictionary. That wasn't... Never mind, keep going. When I was growing up, I kept a dictionary under my bed. Anytime I was reading and I saw a word I didn't recognize, I immediately look it up. I learned a lot of new words that way. So I guess you do that. You do a lot of bedtime reading, huh? Well, yes. It's the best time. It took a long time for me to realize that this was an unusual thing for someone to do. But I happen to think that language is very beautiful. There's so much meaning encapsulated in each word. I just wanted to learn it all. I'm sorry. The word encapsulated means it's fine. I get it, and it's cool, really. It's fine you enjoy learning. It's just that sometimes you look like you look like you're better than everyone else. I don't mean to. I really don't. I'm not better than anyone else. Far from it. And again, I'm sorry if I didn't get to give you due consideration. But I believe that keen grasp of language can convey a lot of subtlety and nuance of expression. Every word is unique and carries no meaning, feeling assorted with it. Well, thank you for your consideration. But I gotta tell you, I once read one of those fancy fantasy novels you love so much. It's about a bunch of guys who are on a quest to destroy magical Lord of the Rings, really. To keep away from some dark wizard wanting to take over the world or something. I never figured out what his deal was. Anyway, this book is famous. It's got movies based on it. It's supposed to be a epic thing that tons of other fantasy stories are based on. But you know what? That book is boring as hell. Oh shit, the fucking nerds in my comment section are getting angry. Fuck, I'm dumb. The guy who wrote it spent more time describing the countryside than anything that happens. And we don't learn anything about people in it either. I had to force myself to get through it, and the whole time I was thinking, get to the freaking point. And you can say all you want, the extra meaning or whatever. But what's the point if you're gonna put your audience to sleep for boredom? Like, the writing of my manga is simple, maybe simple, but at least some stuff happens. And it still manages to have meaning in it. Well, can you perhaps agree that there is merit in both styles of writing? I really don't want to argue. Yeah, I guess. For the record, I do believe I've learned a lot from you this past week. Yeah? Yes. And I'd like to think that you learned a little from me too. considering how your last poem came out. Well, it's good practice, so I didn't mind doing it. Then hopefully we can each continue to learn from each other. There's a pause. This conversation is feeling a little more comfortable than it was a moment ago. I hope I can keep that way. So, how about you? Huh? How do you feel ready for the festival? Well, yeah, I'll be ready. I would have liked some. I would have liked some company while making cupcakes, but I'll get it done. Instead of that, I just have to hope that I can avoid my dad while doing it. At least he doesn't have to make things annoying. My parents themselves, fairly easy to avoid. Must be nice. Not really. Yeah, sometimes I wish my dad would just shut up. There's a lot of news discovered that apparently our parents are opposites to each other. Perhaps we should trade parents sometime. Judging my reaction, that may have been the wrong emotional levy. It was just a joke. I was just joking. You don't want my dad as your dad. Why not? Never mind. Anyway, I guess you and Hope are all cool out whatever with the decorations. Well, we have everything planned out. We're meeting tomorrow to put it together. Nasty seems to have trouble making eye contact in the moment. You know, got pretty close, huh? Well, we are friends. I bet you wish you were more than friends, though. She glances at me and says this. I'm a little taken aback how forward the question is. I, I It's okay, you don't have to answer. It's pretty obvious. I mean, I know you said he probably wants Sayori, but if you ask me, he probably blew it with her yesterday. You probably have a pretty good chance with him. This causes a strange flutter of emotion inside me. I've gone through so much ups and downs in my state of mind, but I hope. I don't know how much I can take, but I must be a glutton of punishment, because I feel a resurgence of hope after I did gain a chance to be with him. You think so? Natsuki nods, looking downcast. I've seen how you look at each other. Just because things don't go how I hoped doesn't mean I'm going to stand in your way. I recall she told me the other day about wanting to share her mango with Hope, and I feel guilty at how sad she looks right now. You were hoping to get close to him too, weren't you? Well, no. I mean, sure, I was disappointed by how things weren't, but I did some thinking. Well, even though I didn't get everything I wanted, maybe it isn't so bad, because I ended up getting something almost as good, like a new friend. Natsuki is visibly blushing, seemingly unable to make eye contact. Natsuki, I didn't know you felt that strongly about me. Don't say it like that. I just, you always seem full of yourself. You would never talk to me like you thought I wasn't good, you thought I wasn't good enough to talk to me or something. And anytime you did open your mouth, it would just show off how fancy and sophisticated you are. I never thought we wanted to be friends. It's strange to hear about myself from a different perspective. How can, how I can be made to sound aloof rather than really shy. I'm sorry if I ever made you feel your company was unwelcome. Please understand, it wasn't anything personal. I keep to myself a lot because, I'm used to people disliking my company. It seemed like I was avoiding you, it's because, forgive me for saying so, but you do have a bit of a temper. And you seem to be the kind of person that would, react badly to me. Yeah, I know. It's something I'm working on. I know I have some anger issues. I suppose everyone has something about themselves that they want to improve. Speaking for myself, I'm trying to be more open to new experiences and reaching out to people. Yeah, I can see that. Well, I'm glad you reached out to me. Me too. We saw each other for a few seconds, and just for a moment, it feels like our previous conflicts have been washed away. You know, I have a feeling you might be less uptight than I thought, especially after that one time you randomly offered wine to the club, even though it was kind of weird thing to do. She called me weird again. I wish stop doing that. It makes me anxious. It makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Not to mention the fact she brought up the particularly embarrassing moment for me. I want to bring wine to school. That's pretty poggers. I cannot do that legally for many reasons. I find myself fidgeting with my hair. It's getting harder to control my breathing. I just didn't know how alcohol No alcohol wasn't allowed in school. My parents always had a glass of wine with dinner. I thought it'd be a normal thing. I'm sorry. It's okay. You don't have to apologize. I didn't have a problem with anything. And that was kind of funny when he brought a bottle of wine to the club. Who knows here you can get angry? I just wanted to be friendly. I didn't know I was being weird. It's no big deal. Hell, I might ask you for some if Monica hadn't got all presidency on you. But I didn't really don't mean to be weird. I don't want to be. I know I don't want to be. I know it's wrong. Geez, Zeri, why are you so always hung up on being called weird anyway? I thought you'd be used to by now. It stings to hear you say that. You understand how it makes me feel. It, it's not just that. What the fuck is that? Is someone at my door? God fucking damn. Sorry, package came from family members up in other places in the world. Anyway, it's not just that. There was an incident. An incident? I remember thinking of telling the story. I I don't know if I will be calm while telling it. So somehow it feels right to bring it up in this moment. And I'll probably never do it never be able to do it again. You're right that people call me weird a lot. I suppose I got a bit of a reputation for it. Well, one day, I think I drew too much of attention to myself. I was at school, reading as usual, and a group of boys came up to me. I didn't know them. I think they were older than me. That explained why they were all taller than me. Taller than you. They must have been huge. Well, this was several years ago. I was shorter at the time. In retrospect, I would have been more scared if they were surrounding me. I should have been more scared that when they surrounded me. But I was naive. I thought I thought they wanted to talk to me. I remember being very really eager to talk. Just making sure my sound is not working. About the book I was reading. I suppose I wanted to show off my knowledge of what I learned. Check out the know-it-all, one of them said, and the others laughed. And I was so stupid. They laughed along with them. I didn't want them to know I didn't get the joke. I didn't realize he meant it as a reg retroactive. Thank you. What? Come on, no fancy talk. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was an insult. Oh, anyway, I think at one point I said too much, or maybe I said the wrong thing, because there's definitely change in their demeanor. They looked disgusted. I heard them muttering each other. I don't know what I was saying, but I heard the word weird used a lot, and I guess things got a little got heated. The one who called me a know-it-all, I have to pause to take some breaths. He punched me in the face. I remember that much because I remember tasting blood in my mouth, but I don't remember much after that. Just being on the floor, my hands over my face, while they continued hitting me. I don't know how many of them joined in, but I remember them yelling things like freak and weirdo and crazy. Those are the details I remember most clearly. I was mostly just hoping it would be over soon. Eventually, I guess they decided I'd been punished enough and they all left. Yeah, that's messed up. Did they get caught? Caught? Well, yeah, I mean, they did this in the middle of school, right? Not exactly. I always choose night as the latest spot to read. But did the teachers do anything? As far as I'm aware, they didn't know about it. They didn't know? You mean that you didn't tell? It, I'm struggling not to cry now. It was my fault. It was my fault for being weird. I should have just kept quiet. I should have kept to myself. I should have tried to be more normal. I deserved to be hurt. It was my fault. Despite myself, I find a single tear rolling down my cheek. I hastily wipe it away. I don't want to cry in front of Natsuki. Screw that talking about deserving. It sounded like they were a bunch of assholes. If they ever try something like that again, I hope you hit them back. I almost laughed as I said that. What an absurd thought. I can never do that. I would never want to hurt anyone. Well, point them out to me and I'll beat them up for you. Natsuki, I don't condone violence. And what's with the knife? What are you talking about? I compulsively reach out my bag to make sure it's closed, even though I know there's no knife in there today. Yeah, that one. I know you keep a knife in there, Yuri. My anxiety is climbing. How? It's kind of obvious. Everything in the club, you obviously check your bag for it like 100 times. I mean, not that I was staring at you or anything, but I did get a look at it once. It's not. Did you tell anyone? No, I'm not trying to get in trouble or anything. I was a bit reassured by that. She kept talking about a singular knife, right into my whole collection. She must have not know about the others. I wonder which one she saw. Honestly, I don't care. I just figure you're trying to be cool or edgy or something. Or maybe you were. Well, never mind. My point is, I think I understand now. It's just for security, which is half true. It makes me feel less anxious when I have one around. If you say so. There's a tender pause. Natsuki's still watching me, but I can't bring myself to make eye contact. I will never hurt anyone. Never ever. Please believe me. Except myself. Damn it, I said that so fast. It's fine, Yuri. I believe you. I glance at her. I think she means it. Helps me relax a little. Please don't tell anyone. It's okay, Yuri. I'm not gonna blab about your secrets. I mean, we've all got stuff we don't want anyone to find out, right? Suddenly, Natsuki seems to have so much trouble looking at me as I am looking at her. Yuri, you don't deserve what those guys did to you. Let me tell you something about deserving. I get it. I understand why you feel like you deserve to be hurt. Because my dad. Natsuki makes a physical effort to collect herself before continuing. Well, I know it sounds bad, but my dad hits me sometimes. Natsuki, it's okay. I don't want you to make a big deal out of it or whatever. He only does it when I'm bad or whatever, and sometimes he has dumb ideas about what's bad. But for a long time, I thought I deserved it, especially because he would tell me I deserved it. Like a lot. Like all the time. And then one day a few years ago, I realized how full of crap he is. You see, he likes to think of himself as a handyman. It's like he has a collection of tools that he uses to tinkle, thank you, with stuff and around the house. One day he was fixing something and I don't remember what it was. He asked me to bring out a screwdriver and said, "It's in a drawer." And there's a lot of drawers. I don't know where it was. Instead of telling me like a normal person, he got all angry. And it wasn't enough for him to show me where it was. Oh no, he grabbed me by the wrist and pulled me to where he pulled it. He started hitting my hand against the drawer, saying that's where it is. And all the time I was scared. I was freaking terrified. I remember wondering what I did wrong to deserve being dragged around like that. Then I thought about it later and felt angry. Like, how the hell am I supposed to know where he put the damn tools? And even if I did, how the hell is that a reason to hurt me? How messed up do you have to be to drag around a small girl half your size like that? And that moment changed things for me. I learned to get angry at stupid stuff like that. And I learned to hate the word deserve. It's a word that people use when they don't want to feel bad that they hurt someone. And the truth is, some people are just big jerks who like hurting others, and you can't blame yourself for it. That goes for my dad, and that goes for those guys that attacked you too. I'm trying to consider this new information. The truth is, I still feel like I deserve to be hurt. That's something that's been stuck with me for the years. Kenshin was where it all started. I can trace my desires to punish myself back in that moment. I'm telling you that you don't deserve it. Do you believe me? I do find it hard to believe, Yuri. You shouldn't let people push you around like that. I think comes. I think it would be. It would do you some good if you learn how to get angry more often. Like you? Um. Okay. Well, maybe I'm a bad example for that. I know I do the anger thing too much. Just that you. I mean, you've given yourself a hard time in the past. But you're a good person, okay? And good people shouldn't get hurt like this, like that. We're getting pretty close to talking about my desire to cut myself. I can't handle this conversation right now. I guess they're just lying and agreeing that I don't deserve to be hurt. But I don't think I'm going to say that words. Well, on that note, I think she could be going. I have some shopping to do. You're going now? But, I was hoping. I was going to ask. Nazi seems to be rushing herself what to say. Oh, I'm going to be making cupcakes soon. Would you like to come? I'll see how to deal with last minute changes plans. I really shouldn't. I have a lot to do this weekend. Right, right. I know it's a stupid idea. I don't know why I asked. Whatever. I'll see you at the festival. Yes, I'll see you then. She walks away. Watching her go, I feel a strange jumble of emotions. A mixture of relief, and a source of my anxiety of sleeping. Fuck, that's mean. And guilt for how abruptly ended our encounter. And a bit of sadness how disappointed she looks. It makes me want to. Wait, Natsuki. Huh? I'm not even sure what I expect to see. Are you okay? The other day, you said you wanted someone to share your manga with. And after the festival, would you like to show me your manga? Really? I thought you were into that stuff. Well, I'm not, but I think it's important to try new things. Sure, Yuri, I'd love to. Then I look forward to it. Cool, I'll see you then. Natsuki resumes walking away, looking more cheerful this time. Now that I'm alone, I can better collect myself. There's a lot of ups and downs in our conversation. But I can say that overall, if I feel really good about how it went. I don't know what possessed me to share such a personal story about my past, but I'm glad. I think I'm glad I did because this encouraged Natsuki to share a bit of her own personal story. Something I wondered about for a long time. I don't suffer so much at home. That explains a lot about her, how she is. I feel like I really bonded with Natsuki today, way in a way more else than anyone else I've ever talked to, even Hope. I it it really is opening worlds of self-expression and opportunities when I talk to others in it. I've been spitting on myself this whole time. Shit, it even has some kind of things to say. She even has some kind of things to say. Not only the kindest things she never said, but the kindest that anyone ever said to me. You're a good person, and you don't deserve to be hurt. It's nice to know that someone believes that about me. She probably wouldn't believe it if she knew what I did to myself. I suddenly realized that when she's talking to me, I forgot to respond to her story. I wish I wasn't so preoccupied. I wish I had enough presence of mind to say something nice to her in return. The fact that I didn't reassure her the same way she tried to reassure me is a bit upsetting. I'm tempted to pull out my book and read for a while, help calm myself. But I don't think that would be appropriate. Not the least because I just told Natsuki I'm shopping now. I try to focus on thinking about Hope instead of going to the art supply store. I'm able to find everything I need easily though. I find myself linked in the section devoted to aromatherapy candles. It's a big display, identifying all the different scents, their effects, and what they're used for. Lingering the jasmine essential oil catches my eye because it says it is associated with poetry and aphrodisiac properties. I stared at those words for a long moment, my mind racing. Could Natsuki have been right about me having a chance with Hope? My heart pounds as I pick up the jasmine oil and diffuser for it. Am I really considering it? I feel rather mischievous, entertaining the idea of turning our festival preparations into a romantic encounter, but all I know is my only opportunity. I feel giddy as I pay for my items. I can't help smiling to myself as I head out again, daydreaming about everything that might happen tomorrow. After making one more stop, I head home. My head is swimming with all kinds of fantasies of what might happen to Hope. After a long and careful thought, I sent him a message to help set the tone for tomorrow, talking about how I appreciate the opportunity to spend quality time with close friends. I hope if he anything close to what I'm feeling, that he'll pick up on my meaning. I don't want to be more specific than that, not yet anyway. But now that I have the phone in my hand too, it occurs to me that I should send something to Natsuki too. My message to her. I had a pleasant time at lunch today. Thank you for the conversation. I wasn't about sending it. I need something more. I add one more sentence. You're a good person too. And the second sending, I received two messages from Natsuki. How the fuck do you put emojis in these fucking mods? I want to make a mod now. Just make it all emojis and just cause pain for the player. Anyway. It just stinks. It says good luck tomorrow. I smile. It feels like a good omen. I have high hopes that tomorrow will bring something wonderfully life-changing. I can't wait. Thank you. I'm done. I gotta go do shit anyway. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.